Between 1308 and 1311, Duccio da Bonosegna painted a large altarpiece commissioned for the Siena Cathedral. Duccio painted smaller images on the back that told the story of Christ's later life. One of these was the Raising of Lazarus, which was done with tempera and gold on wood, and is approximately 17 by 18 inches. In the Raising of Lazarus, Duccio uses several visual techniques to convey meaning and divinity of Christ. These formal elements include emphasis through detail, the use of color, as well as line and directional force. When viewing Duccio's Raising of Lazarus, the difference in detail between the foreground and background is prominent. Here we see an early use of atmospheric perspective, which is defined as a method of interpreting the effect of spatial distance by subtly varying color and the clarity of representation. Although different types of perspective weren't fully explored at this time period, this shows that Duccio was considering the concept of depth. When separating foreground from background as such and tracing Duccio's bolder details, it is clear that the background is less descriptive. The rocks are vague and pointy shapes. There is no detail in the trees, which even appear cartoonish. In contrast, the people are given individual faces and identities, as well as expressions. The robes also have detailed curves and folds with shadows and highlights. This is done in order to draw attention to the figures, making them the significant part of the image and asking viewers to consider the narrative they describe. Jesus' crowd is highly important in this scene, as he is meant to be teaching and displaying his divine power to them. The difference between foreground and background is re-emphasized in the colors of the work. The background is bleak and dreary, while figures wear bright colors, again drawing attention to the figures. The bright colors are attributed to the use of tempera paint, which is naturally bright rather than rich like oils and is able to hold its color for a long period of time. While bleak, the background and sky have a gold and bronze tone. This suggests divinity and God as the light of the world. The bright figures show that Christ and his followers bring hope, light, and joy to a dark situation, which encourages and it promotes faith in Jesus and God. The line work within the Duccio painting also helps to convey the narrative and demonstrate meaning. Lines of the mountain, which forms a triangular shape referencing the Trinity, point upward toward the heavens. This alludes to the raising of Lazarus from the dead. 3 of the figures in the front of the crowd, including Jesus, point from the left toward the right where Lazarus stands. This creates directional force and is meant to guide viewers' attention to Lazarus while also creating movement to direct the viewer's eye through the work. In conclusion, the visual elements utilized and planned out by Duccio in the Raising of Lazarus help to tell the biblical narrative of Lazarus' resurrection as well as Jesus' life and divinity.